Well, welcome everybody to the Mailbox Power Builders Mastermind call. And I think we're on week 10. Wow, week 10 already. So 2.5 months in. And tonight, we were going to talk about networking and structured like weekly networking events and what some people call an elevator pitch, or how you introduce Mailbox Power to people. And hopefully you all worked on, I know some of you are veterans, so you probably already have some things. Marie always, I listen to Marie's, I'm like, ooh, I gotta write that one down, because I always like Marie's commercials that she gives when I hear them. So hopefully you came prepared. If not, no worries. This is a non-judgment zone and it's a learning zone. So please feel free to chime in, even if you don't have something, and give us, because you got to do it the first time anyways. So why not with a group of people that can help you to grow your business and to help you kind of tweak it to get the best results. So with that, I am going to put Marie on the spot, because Marie's are always amazing. So if Marie is willing and able, well, I know she's able, but is she willing to go first? She has pages and pages.
And none of mine are original, honestly. They're just bits and pieces of others that I've heard. So,
but you've taken bits and pieces of others that you've heard. And that's why we wanted to do this tonight, because my commercial might not be right for Suzanne, but one small piece of mine plus one small piece of Marie's plus one small piece of Nanette's might be the right formula for Suzanne. So that's one of the reasons why we wanted to do this, because it just gives you different ideas. And when you're networking every week, to say the exact same thing over and over again, people can tune you out. Andrea can attest to that with BNI, that if you just, to some degree, you need to repeat some things, but if you just say the same thing over and over again every week, people just tune out. So with that, will you go first, Marie? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Sure. And of course, this is a lot easier when you are in a real scenario. And so as you all saw, I have all of this written down. And this is the kind of thing where, as Brenda was talking about, where you're literally going, or everyone in the meeting is going around the room and has an opportunity to say their elevator pitch. So this isn't like beforehand where you're kind of milling around talking with each other, okay? So I stand up and I say, hello, everyone. I promote a resource that enables you to break through the noise and actually connect. Want to get your foot in the door? I know how to get you noticed. Want to stay top of mind? I know how to do it and make your clients feel like $1 million. Feel like they're important to you. And of course they are, but too often we do nothing to show them. This resource is designed to complement your existing marketing and is no more difficult than sending an email. Marie Benoit, wowyourcontacts.com.
Oh my God, I'm going to go back and get a transcript of that. That's awesome. Or if you'd share it in the chat.
Yeah.
And I know she has a whole list of them, but I won't make her do more than one right now. We'll open it up for others. But I absolutely love that, Marie. And some of the things I love about it is, one, you don't say Mailbox Power. Mm-hmm. If you've listened to Casey and to others, when you say Mailbox Power, all you do is open it up for somebody to go do research. Or let's say I got up at a meeting, a BNI or a chamber, and I had a chance to go around and give my commercial, and I say Mailbox Power, and somebody hears it and says, oh, Marie's been talking about that. And then they go to Marie. So I just did the work for Marie. You want to create curiosity. And I love that yours definitely created curiosity of, well, wait a minute, I want to know more. What's that? So that you get the meeting, you get somebody. That's the whole goal of an elevator pitch is, or a commercial, is to get somebody to say, I want to know more, or I know somebody that's struggling with one of the things she talked about. I've got a referral for Marie. Nanette.
What I liked about what Marie did is she touched on staying top of mind, which is a really important thing in the realtor arena, of lead generation, as well as loving on existing clients. And she talked about the ease of use. So regardless of what type of business you are in, she was offering something for everybody.
Now, the only thing I would say, critique, in this commercial that Marie gave is she didn't per se have an ask. And I've always been told that, and take my opinion, my 2 cents for the 2 cents it's worth. But if, and I've learned through BNI, through that organization, that you want to be real specific. And so at the end, I loved Marie's, but at the end, the only thing I might have said is this week, I'm looking for introductions to salon owners, or I'm looking for introductions to real estate brokers or something like that. Because if it's real generic and you're in a networking meeting and you have a chance to do a commercial, it's sort of like the Mary Kay rep that says, I help anyone with skin. If I say to you, I help anyone with skin, does any one person come to mind to you?
No.
So if you can have a specific ask at the end, it will.
So I actually have that. I just didn't cover that. So my last part is using my resource with great results are dentists and chiropractors. So my ask for this week, and I have a list. I just do one of those each time.
Just swap it out.
Realtors, mortgage lenders, insurance. I've got accounting, bookkeeping, business coaches and speaker trainers, contractors, builders, HVAC, arborists. So it depends on
where you are and what the audience is at the time. But but that, and thank you for saying you still have that. And depending on what networking event you're at, I highly recommend, sort of like Marie did, write it out, practice it, because many of them time you. And you have 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or 60 seconds, and you think that you don't have very much, and that you're like, oh, I got plenty of time to do that. And if you haven't practiced it, halfway through, they're like dinging the bell, and you're like, oh, shoot, I didn't even get to the meat of what I wanted to say. So I would recommend practicing it also ahead of time, and have it scripted, somewhat scripted out, at least bullets for you to remember what you want to say. Because if you're like me, Marie is a veteran networker. I now am, but early on, and Nanette can probably attest to this because she saw me earlier on, that I'd get up and I get one sentence in and like, I forgot what I was going to say. And if you have it on, especially if you have stage fright, like some people, if you have it written on a cue card, an index card, then you can go back to it. And if you're comfortable, you don't need it, but it's there as a crutch. And how many times do speakers have teleprompters? Why? Because we all are forgetful and like get a story going on in our head and totally mess up where we are and what we're saying. So there's nothing wrong with a crutch.
And so let me just add something. As Brenda just said, sometimes you get to a meeting and you find out you have 15 seconds. Sometimes you've got 30, sometimes 45. So I have various parts of this that can be left out. So here's a part I left out. So I'm the last paragraph I shared is designed to complement your existing marketing and is no more difficult than sending an email. More clients who stay longer, buy more, and refer repeatedly. My name is Marie Benoit. Wow, your contacts. So I got to emphasize, if I had more time, emphasize those key points. So just got to be prepared, as Brenda said, for the various lengths of time that you might have.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me put you on the spot, Marie, and go first.
Welcome.
And I know now somebody has to foul that, but anybody volunteer to foul that? Nanette, I know you've got good commercials. Andrea, oh, awesome. Kitty, she raised her hand, so you're not on the spot, Nanette.
All right, I'll do it.
Who's going first? Then Nanette, you want to go?
Oh, Kitty, you raised your hand. You're stuck.
Oh, okay. Well, I've written mine out several different times, so I'm just kind of, I'm glad I had a copy in my folder. Hi, I am Kitty Good with Paradise Marketing Solutions. Do you know a business owner who wants to change their ineffective, expensive, and impersonal marketing strategies? I'd love to teach you and them how to use the power of direct mail to generate new customers and nurture your existing ones. I can help with client acquisitions and retention to create new and repeat business that generates more business and referrals, all this with automated follow-up. Our all-in platform helps you to, and I take this from Bruce, automatically create and deliver thoughtful, personalized gifts and cards to your clients and prospects, family, friends, and to keep them happy and your phone ringing. Great referral partners for me this week are general contractors, especially HVAC people who are starting to clean heating systems for the winter time, and window professionals that will not only insert new windows, but also clean them. I'm Kitty Good with Paradise Marketing Solutions.
Wow. Awesome. Again, wow. I mean, there were pieces of that. Like I said, I'm going to have to go back and transcribe this because I'm like, ooh, I've got some commercials for the next few weeks or bits and pieces to add to mine. So thank you. Any comments or Nanette?
One of the things I've been taught is do not critique their existing marketing plan, because that comes across as negative, let's just leave it at that. You're coming across negative. And so talk about augmenting their existing or replacing some of their existing marketing budget, as opposed to already poking them in the chest and saying you're doing it wrong.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Yep. Great comment, Nanette. Yeah. Any others? I know Marie, and I'm not good at this, but Marie with the bank listens for all 4 personality types in a commercial so that you are talking to all 4 personality types. Any comments?
I'd really have to see it.
You'd have to see it written out. Okay. You probably don't have it in a Word document or something that you could copy and paste in the chat.
I don't know if I have this one. I have another one that, because I'm in BNI and I needed a substitute, so I might be able to pull that up and copy it. I don't know if it's exactly like this one, but it was when she subbed for me. I had to type something.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Any other comments? I absolutely love that, Kitty. There were bits and pieces of that. The only thing I would say, and I tend to do the same thing, is you talked fast. And you might want to take some of it out and talk slower, because as a listener, I don't hear it all when you talk fast. And I do the same thing. So I'm talking talking to myself in the mirror at the same time because I'm trying to get it all in one commercial. And it's okay to leave, like Marie said, bits and pieces out and kind of half of it this week for the commercial and the main part and the other half the next week, or make it 3 weeks long as a series. I've seen some people in a weekly networking group where they like, why send Thanksgiving cards? Because we're coming up on Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to give them why, you give the first 2 this week, the next 2 the following, like if there's top 10. So for 5 weeks, then you're talking about Thanksgiving cards. 7 steps to stress-free holidays. So that you could do 2 a week or 1 a week and kind of highlight.
Love that one.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Really like that. So I've been kind of saying something similar to both of these sound bites. That's what we call them in my networking group. But I was thinking to we're always talking about customers and family and friends and customers, but what about this week? I wanted to try to make my commercial or my sound bite more about people are having so much difficulty attracting and keeping employees. And I really wanted to focus on that for my soundbite this week.
I love it.
Yeah, so help.
Marie, do you already have one on that?
I don't have it printed here, but you're absolutely right, Lulu. That's really important. I think, what I've done in the past with a group that knows me and I'm meeting every week is start off by saying, most of you have heard me speak about using my resource or my system or your platform, whatever you want to call it, for growing a customer base. The very same things that we do to attract customers and keep them and get referrals from them are the same things that we would do in an organization to attract employees, to keep them engaged and more productive, and to get them referring other people to come to work at their organization. So that's kind of the way I've done it. It's like,
that's what I was
talk
thinking
about this, but this also works.
Yeah,
create a positive, happy culture, like where people love where they work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And I think that's great with the holidays coming up, Lulu,
exactly.
Because with the holidays coming up, you not only want to attract more because they need more most of them need more employees at the holidays, but you want to retain them, the best of them afterwards, The other thing this time of year, which I thought was where you were going to go, but I love that one, is affiliates. So in Marie's and Kitty's, and I know Marie has one for affiliates probably, but it was nothing about affiliates. And with this time of year, this is a great time of year to bring on affiliates because people are looking for ways to pay for their holidays and to have a side stream of income. So what better way than to create a side stream of income at a 40% commission? Do you happen to know somebody who knows a lot of businesses or has a large circle of influence and is connected to businesses that could use some extra income this holiday season? I would love to. Now in BNI, you can't really do that, but there are creative ways to do that. So the way I've gotten around it, and Andrea can slap my hand or not, is to say, I'm looking for people like business coaches or financial advisors that have a large circle of influence. That, how have I said that? Or I'm looking for moms that want, I've done it a couple of different ways and they're not coming to the top of my mind, but I'm looking for busy moms that want to stay home with their kids and be able to do the kids' activities. If you know anybody like that, that would be a good referral for me this week. Now, I didn't say I'm recruiting them, but I gave a demographic of people that fits that affiliate potential model, or I'm looking for commission-based salespeople to help them with their business, you know, or something like that, because now they're already a commission-based sales force. So they're always looking for ways to make money. Like I met with one this morning, and to add an income stream that's 40% that's residual versus they got to go beat the street every month. So those are ways you can ask and get around some of those networking groups that slap your hand if you talk about, I need employees or I need team members.
Well, and
creative.
If I could jump in here, just so that if anyone doesn't know about BNI and why you can't say that, is because there's only one per profession allowed. So that's where you could be, many people would be stepping on each other's toes. If you had a Mary Kay representative and you had the Mailbox Power person and you had a, let's say a Melaleuca person who does the environmental, they could all be then stepping on toes. So that's why the ones that are exclusive. However, there are a lot of organizations out there that are not exclusive, so that you have that ability to do exactly what Lulu has talked about and what Brenda was sharing, to be able to build your team of people.
And thank you for clarifying that, Andrea, because I had heard there was a different reason for it. So coming from somebody who's been a franchise owner, however you want to put that, region director, it's good to know why. Because I had that's the way I was taught, and I've been part of BNI now for, it'll be 24 years in the first of the year. So, and that's what I was taught, is the fact that it would be, here again, stepping on others' toes. And now that makes more sense to me than the reason I was given. So thank you, because I learned something new today.
So
thank you.
I'm going to just throw this one out also, since Lulu brought up the employee appreciation program. If you're, because a lot of the chambers have groups within the chamber. They've got a nonprofit group as an example. So the very same things that we do to grow customers, the customer base, we can use to grow donors and keep them, and volunteers. So again, it just depends on the group. I love it.
Awesome. And I will just say that it's just another reason, because you can't say it in the meeting. It's just another reason to meet with people face to face, and then you can present your offer of affiliate. So it's just another reason to build those relationships.
Exactly. 100%. Suzanne.
Real quick, another group of people that is lost and forgotten are the vendors. You know, you have to really be good to your vendors so that they will continue to serve you, you know, at their best. So that's just another aspect of the business to keep in touch with.
Yeah, and right now, vendors are they aren't on the positive end of the stick a lot of the times with supply chain issues. So if you love on them and there's a short supply of what you're looking for, you're probably going to rise to the top of the list to get what you want. So yeah, a little bit of sugar goes a long way, you know, or honey. You catch peas with honey. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of for my soundbite. It was like, you know, who are the people that help you in your business? your vendors, your employees, your referral partners, you know, like making a little bit of a list and giving them some ideas about people that they need to reach out to and love on. So thank you guys for your input. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Nanette, I know you and Kitty raised your hand about the same time. So
I never do things the same way twice.
No,
it's just
I know.
Me. What I have been doing with the networking group it's a weekly group that I've been working with, is I've found that you have to repeat the message a number of times before it sinks in, before people will take action, or even before they realize they need what you have to offer, whether you're meeting with them one-on-one or just in the group. So let me show you a couple of things that I have done. This one got a lot of attention last week. And this one came from Deborah Thorne. And it says, try this awesome client engagement tool for free. Get more leads, stay top of mind, show your clients you appreciate them, and earn an additional stream of income. And then there's the QR code.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Is that in the design store, Nanette?
No, she sent it to me.
Okay.
Wait, I want to take a screenshot. Hold it up. Okay, and then the back, please. Thank you, Nanette. I appreciate that. I love that.
I do too.
FYI, and Nanette is good at this. She wasn't originally, I don't think, but I get a lot of, as she's holding that postcard up, it reminds me, I get a lot of postcards and they haven't signed it. And I have no idea who it came from because there is no return address on postcards. So make sure that you're always adding your signature and first and last name if you're not going to put the return address, because sometimes I know 15 Michaels and I'm like, okay, which Michael did that? I'd like to be able to reach out and say thank you to somebody, but I don't know who. So please, if you're not going to use your address, so for those who are watching now or watching the replay, if you're not going to put your address, make sure you use your last name. So
right.
That is yours. You mailed it to you. I mean, up top, the return address.
Oh, no.
There was a return.
Oh, was it?
This is Deborah's return address.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
I redid the back of this. This just happens to be the first one of these I grabbed, but yep. I redid the back and have a little more information, but you're right. Make sure you tell people who this is from.
Yeah.
Here's another one that I have built. Okay. And it says, hey friend, how many birthday cards did you receive last year? Click on the QR code below so I can send you something special to help you celebrate your next birthday. Want to make your customers feel special? Contact me. So this side of the card has the QR code and the call to action with click here. It's free, fun, and cool. Okay. And then over here is my contact information.
So
fantastic.
Nanette, I'm going to ask you a question because those are postcards and we're talking about at a networking event.
Yep.
Would you have a QR code printed on a piece of paper for them and put it on everybody's table for them to scan? Or how would you do that as a commercial at a networking event?
I hand these out, Brenda.
Okay. So you print a bunch of them and hand them out.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Love it. Love it.
Because it's big, it's harder to lose. Okay.
It helps people remember your commercial too. I like it.
Absolutely. Then I've done this card a couple different ways for Christmas. And basically I designed it as instructions on how to start your Mailbox Power to get going to get your Christmas card or Christmas gift giving. And it's basically marketing tips. And then on the back, it says, Oh. So this says, make your list, check it twice, segment your list. Number 2, segment your list by group, family, friends, executive and VIP customers, vendors, and employees. Set your budget by group. Number 4, upload your list, select the cards, schedule delivery, and hit the button, and you're done. P.S. We do the licking, the sticking, the packing, the shipping, and the tracking just for you.
I like that.
Can you hold that up again so I can take a picture?
Now this one, this coming week will be in the design store. I haven't submitted it yet, but it's about ready to go.
Yeah, I like that licking and sticking part.
Yeah, I like it
hilarious.
too. I'm like, that's fun. I might have to use that in my commercial. I actually this week have to do it as a song. I do have one, but it's so long that I never get through it in my BNI. So I've got to come up with a new one.
You need to get Suzanne's help with that.
Yeah, I do, because Suzanne's good at that, but it's got to be short. And the one that I have, I'll have to share it with Suzanne. I'll have to see if I have it on my phone, and I'll do it in a little bit. But those are awesome, Nanette.
So let me read the back, okay? It says, regardless of which holidays you celebrate, this is the season to let your customers know you appreciate them. I'm here to help your customer engagement fast and easy with a system that personalizes, customizes, and automates your holiday gift and card giving. Okay, please share this QR code with a friend who may need some help with their customer engagement experience. And then it says, have a happy, prosperous holiday season. So I'm not really talking specifically about Christmas, but again, the QR code with your, pass this on to somebody if it's not about for you. There's my return address up here.
Awesome.
Wow.
You send those to yourself, Nanette? Is that what you do?
Yep, I make up about
them out.
And then I hand them meetings. I keep them in my billfold or wallet, purse. So I've got something to hand when I'm meeting with people.
Awesome.
Love it.
I love it. Kitty, you had something before we go to Suzanne.
Oh, I was just going to say, you were talking about the seconds. I have a BNI template that has second markers on it, like a 10 second, 20 second, 30, 40. So if you want that, I can email
please.
Oh, please.
Awesome. I bet if you put that in the chat, Kitty, everybody would like that.
Yeah, I'm going to see how I can do that.
If you hit it looks like a page button, you should be able to then attach a file.
Oh,
see it in the chat?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Oh, see, now I was surprised Marie didn't know that. Yeah, I think it's
okay. Let me clear this one out, and then yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. And yeah, that's the way you do it. You can also drag and drop it over in the chat, a file.
Okay.
So that's cool. People learn something new. Okay. So, Suzanne.
I was just going to sing a little song.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Well, it's like a little tagline for the company, another company that I represent, and it goes, it's about time you take back your life and start living. It's about time you take back your life and start living now. And it's a health company, health and wellness company. And so that was one of the things.
Maybe I'll send you mine and have you sing it, and I'll just play it over a Bose speaker, and then they don't need to listen to my terrible voice.
You can lip sync.
Lip sync.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe I might do that, Suzanne, if you'd be willing.
Okay.
So I
think
found
that would be hilarious.
I found the one. I'm Brenda Sanchez, and we help you rock your customers' mailbox. Let me think. How does this go? Mailbox, mailbox, mailbox rock. Doorbells ringing and customers singing. Cards and gifts are making things, I'm not doing it right, things fun. Now the mailbox fun begun. Mailbox, mailbox, mailbox rock. Their mailbox is mine in no time. Dancing and prancing in Mailbox Square in the frosty air. What a bright time. It's the right time to personalize cards your way. Mailbox time is a swell time to keep your customers happy and competitors away. Get in their mailbox, don't drag your feet. Mailbox round the clock. Cards and gifts are a mailbox treat. That's the mailbox rock. And Mike came up with those words.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So,
Yeah.
but I
recognize the tune.
As you can see, I can't do it. So I might send it to you, Suzanne, and then I'll just lip sync it with you singing it.
Well, it's a popular Christmas song, so why not?
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how old some of you are, but do you remember the song "Please, Mr. Postman"?
Yep,
sure.
Please, Mr. That was another song I was going to interject for that.
Oh, cool. Yeah. If you come up with it, you'll have to video it and share it in the group.
Well, and I want Michael to go to that meeting and videotape you lip syncing that song.
No, I want Mike because he does it pretty well because he's the one that did it to the tune. He should do it.
I can't sing for who? Josh.
You're muted.
Hi there, everybody.
Hi.
I don't know who was, Nanette, you were showing off the postcard, so you reminded me of something because I have an enrollment. I'll show it when I'm done, but I have an enrollment list or, group just to enroll people in my birthday club. Actually, I have 2 birthday clubs. I have one for my coffee business too. When they enroll and I get their address, it triggers a postcard that congratulates them. And so it says, yay, you're in the birthday club now. So then I have to go click and put them in the appropriate birthday club because I have different levels of birthday club. So that's kind of cool. And then I also have a QR code that says, P.S. you sent this postcard to yourself to promote the affiliate part. So I was fortunate enough to get the full spiel that Bo Young uses. And so I tweaked that when I was a sub for another lady that I know who I subbed at an online BNI for her. So I have this tailored to, it says business owner in the list, but if I want to have real estate agents or whoever, I can just swap out the words business owner. And then I can also use it for, because whoever during the discussion brought up recognition as well. So I have a phrase in there that I can either use or not use for that. And I started with asking a warm and fuzzy question instead of, do you know anybody that has skin, as a general question. It is a general question, but it's a warm and fuzzy. So remember how our parents or grandparents used to send a small note or gift to prospects and clients through the mail? I partner with small business and professionals to provide a personal experiential solution that improves satisfaction and increases revenue, all utilizing the mailbox. As an effective way to celebrate and recognize employees in your business, I'd like to connect with business owners who can benefit from a regular schedule of reaching out during the year or seasonally, not only to clients and customers, but internally as well. My website is justpersonalize.it.
Nice.
Like that.
Wow.
Wow. I like that. Would you put that in the chat?
Sure.
Awesome.
It sounded, every single word was intentionally selected.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love
And
it.
you said that came from Bo?
Part of it did. I got the personal experiential solution part, and then improving satisfaction and increasing revenue. And then I kind of added the intro and kind of tailored it to sound more like me.
And again, that's what we talked about at the beginning, is taking a bit of different commercials and putting it together so that it's you and that you're not just repeating or trying to repeat somebody else's that isn't, if it doesn't sound like you, it's not going to come off the same. So awesome. Thanks for sharing, Josh.
Thank you.
You want to admit,
There we go.
I did.
Okay. So Andrea, I'm going to put you on the spot because you haven't gone yet.
And I have to be honest, and that's the only way I know to be, is because I don't go to BNI meetings with for Mailbox Power. I don't have, and this is so fantastic for me to be able to learn from each one of you, because I have really struggled on how not to use Mailbox Power in the elevator pitch. So yep. I'm just really thrilled to have this session.
So I'm going to challenge you, Andrea. Do you go to any networking for Mailbox Power, or are you always at networking for BNI?
Mainly BNI. I've done a few virtual networking that I have tried to for Mailbox Power for myself, but I have struggled to put it together. And I can teach, I can coach, I can train everyone on how to do theirs. But for me to tear it apart for myself, I was proud of Kitty for what she had done, because she did that all on her own through learning it. So yes, I do have different ones that I've done virtually that I've struggled at.
So I don't have it committed to memory, Andrea, yet. I try to memorize it, but it's not like the HR business that I've done for 12 years that I could just go with, so this is totally new.
But I also, because Casey is on my case, as you probably hear on a lot of the morning calls, and tells me all the time to get out of my way. So I am actually going to put something on Facebook Live video with one of these very generic type things. So that's going to be where you can challenge me to do that.
Can you do that within the next week?
Yes.
Okay. I was just going to challenge you to go to a networking event where you could talk about Mailbox Power in the next week, but
no, that
scares you more.
The doing the live video and doing anything live is what scares me. Cindy Lee wants to do podcasts with me, and so far I've stayed away from there. So but now. The only reason I might not do it by next week is the fact that I leave tomorrow for 5 days to an 80th birthday party across country. So
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Thank you. Okay. That I will do.
Okay.
Because I've been waking up every morning trying to figure out what I was going to say on a video, and here I've got my answer right here. So thank you for being here and making me accountable.
Awesome.
Just curious, how many years of networking experience do each of you have?
So Andrea, I know, is over 20.
Right.
Yep.
For me, about 12 years. I'd never ever networked before.
I have 10 or 11 for me.
Suzanne, I have 14.
Are you talking about actively going to networking organized meetings?
Yeah. 14 years for Kitty.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
About 10 that I've been facilitating networking groups. Maybe longer.
Doing a commercial, Nanette, for yourself versus.
So with Prep Connect, I was doing networking.
Yeah.
And then MRE.
Yep. Cool. Suzanne?
Yeah, I've been doing it. I was just trying to think. I started really doing direct sales while I was still working a job. And that was in 95 when I started doing that.
Wow.
So, and then I started going to some networking meetings after that. I remember eWomen came through and I was in that for a while and did some other stuff. But yeah, it's been a while, but I've never had to really do a pitch, do you know, just stand up and say your name and what company you represent was pretty much the gist of it. So now I'm learning, but well, anyway, I'll stop there.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. The only one we haven't heard from is Damar. Welcome to the call, Damar. I know you came on a little bit later than everybody else. He came on early and left, and he's back.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, Lulu was on another call with me, and she had mentioned to potentially hop on this call. So this is my first time doing a Mailbox Power call. To answer your question, it's been about 3 years for me as far as networking groups, at least on a kind of a formal basis. So that's my story. I'm a business coach, and so I'm looking for like other streams of income within my coaching. And so Lulu was kind of sharing with me how this could be another approach, and another way to actually generate leads as well. With you know, potentially coaching clients. So
what type of coaching do you do, Damar? Is it business coaching or?
I would say that I probably fit in the kind of business and life coaching. I'm a pharmacist by training. I've got over 40 years of experience.
Oh, wow.
And, as a pharmacist, but my kind of area of specialty is helping people to find like the root cause of what's causing their health issue, and then kind of working to solve that underlying problem, which usually doesn't have anything to do with drugs. It has to do with things that are missing, such as nutritional issue, and or therapy. Some people just need to kind of talk their way through some of the issues, as opposed to taking, you know, pain meds or antidepressants and stuff. So I help people in that area, and then also more recently, business coaching, helping small businesses, entrepreneurs to systematize their business, get out of the role of being, you know, a super employee that happens to own the business, and develop a system whereby they can spend more time with their family and doing the things they like, make more money, and actually, you know, have a life.
So that was an amazing commercial at the end. You didn't talk about Mailbox Power, but you talked about systemizing their business, and that could be a Mailbox Power commercial. So
and so
go ahead.
And that is really the thing that I was looking at is how to integrate that. And a lot of times in coaching, you're looking at what the problems are. And so for a lot of them, they don't have a sales system. And so I can ask the question of, do you guys have a birthday club? I said, well, why would we want that? I said, well, that's a way to stay top of mind with your clients, so that when they're ready to sell their house, if you're a realtor, they're going to say, well, gosh, Lulu sent me out a birthday card. I'm going to call her up, and as opposed to, you know, another realtor that you may know, but really not have a relationship with. So, but identifying how Mailbox Power helps them
Awesome.
solve problems. Yeah.
Awesome. And you're, with your background in pharmacy and that, you're good at solving medical, you know, the medical side of it, and it's just transposing it to business. So I love that. I want to give you another perspective on the health coaching or life coaching side is if you have clients that aren't able to work because of the health issues they have, this would be a way to make a side income or an income from home without having to go into a job and work it around their life and their health issues at the current time. So just another thing to think about. So we're already at an hour. I just looked at the clock and
it's amazing how fast
it goes so fast. And I appreciate all of you and being willing to share, and probably few of you step outside your comfort zone to share the commercials. I do want to remind you that if you are watching this live, you can go to the chat and save the chat before we get off, because several were shared in the chat. And so go grab that before you leave. We'll leave the room open for a few minutes. And thank you, Kitty.
So I tried to do what, to put that timing document in there, and it's not working. So I just forwarded it to Suzanne.
Okay.
She's more technical than I am, and maybe she can put it in there.
I forwarded it to whoever's email address was in the chat. So hopefully some of you got it.
Okay, so yeah, if you put ours in the chat, she can.
I missed what you said about that, Brenda, about where you
can drag it. You can just drag it and drop it into the chat, or the paper looking thing is how you can add a file, and it asks you, are you doing it from Dropbox or your computer? Or
okay.
I was trying to do it from my computer, but it says disk IO error.
Oh.
And I can't seem to save the chat on my cell phone.
No, I'll save it, Lulu. And if you reach out to our email, I think you have our email, or just reach out to us and I can share.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, good.
So
Thank you.
Because it is hard from the mobile.
Okay.
I don't know why I went on my phone. I normally am on my computer, but thank you. I have your email, so I'll email you and you can
awesome.
You'll send it. That would be wonderful.
Can I just share really quick how when I do my spiel at wherever I am, what I
did it.
Yes.
Oh, there's that doc. Very good. Thanks, Suzanne. Can I share screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, share your screen. Hold on 1 second, because Mike is saving that.
Well,
oh, okay.
Let me
just go to participants, or Marie can.
Oh, good. How'd you do that?
Well, I just opened up the email and took the, drag, like she said, I just dragged the document into the chat.
There you go, Josh.
Got it.
Okay. Let me go do that. And whoa, I've got an issue here. That's weird. I'm getting exclamation marks on my. Oh my God. This is
Maybe
crazy.
we can share it next time, Josh, if you can't.
I had 2 clicks.
Oh.
I got 2 clicks because my system, I'm on a newer computer. I replaced it. Oh, you know what? It's gonna. I'll have to do it next time because it's making me restart Zoom because I didn't have it permissions to share my screen. Oh no, I do. It's doing it.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
Weird. Okay. So anytime I do my spiel for a network or something like that, I have a QR code, and I said I'd love to, and people the after chat or whatever, I'd love to show you how it works. Just use this QR code. They fill out their address on a group, and they get this, and then the back of it is this. And the reason I wanted to show this, I want to encourage everyone to use Bitmoji when you're just want to create something fun and engaging. And these are all Bitmoji on that postcard there.
Mm-hmm.
And just for something cute and fun and different. And that's how I put together the card when they scan the QR code and they get that. And then I also have one for coffee. So my little coffee business that benefits veterans, I do the same thing.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's it.
I use my Bitmoji all the time. When I get a new customer, I have the brownies, the label has my Bitmoji and it says, oh my gosh, I've sent them so many times. Hint, how to keep brownies fresh, eat them all in one sitting. And it's got my Bitmoji and the bottom, it says, having you for a customer is sweet.
I like that.
That's cute.
Awesome.
I'm sorry. And also on the, just real quickly, I always put this, actually the other one's better. This is what I always put on whatever I do like that. And it's an additional bump to get people to have a look at the opportunity of being an affiliate.
Yeah.
To see how it actually works, because this is just to build my list, but this promotes the opportunity as well.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody. We are after the hour, so I appreciate the time. Amazing content as always. We learn from all of you, which is one of the reasons why we wanted to do this, because we want to learn from all of you and everybody share ideas to help all of us grow, because the more each one of us grow, the more this call grows and the more we help other people in their business or to grow their income stream with a side income or primary income with Mailbox Power. So thank you all for sharing. And next week, I don't know what the topic will be, so stay tuned. It'll be a surprise. I'll have to think about it, and we'll put it in the post when we post the replay out there. We'll put in the comments what next week's topic will be. So
wonderful.
Have an awesome week. Go all sign up at least one customer this week and come back and share your success.
Thank you for doing
so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
This is
everybody.
awesome.
Bye.
Has everybody
Save the chat.
has everybody saved the chat?
Yes.
I can't, but you guys are going to send it to me.
We'll
so
send it to you.
awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Brenda,
you.
Brenda, I have to tell you, you look just like my sister-in-law. I have a sister-in-law that you could be her twin.
Oh, wow.
She lives
Cool.
in Reno. Her name is Dixie, but just thought every time I look at you, it's like, wow, that's cool. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night.